Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you are doing very well. Guys, today's lesson will be about the seasonal change. Okay, so let's see what happened when the seasons are changing. What should we do? What are the plants doing? So let's see. First of all, we have something that we have to mention. Bismillah. You can determine the length of the day by subtracting the sunrise time from the sunset time. So it means if you find the hours and the minutes between sunrise to the sunset, from sunrise to the sunset, this is called the length of the day. If you want to know how many hours the length of the day is how many hours and how many minutes we can say. So just find it out between the sunrise to the sunset. So I'm gonna give an easier example to understand. For example, from 6 a.m. to 19. Like 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, 6 to 19. So how many hours do we have? 6 to 18, 12 hours, 6 to 6. And the other 18 to 19, 1 hour left. So it means we have 13 hours, right? So we can say if the sunrise is 6 and the sunset is 19, we can say the length of the day is 13. And in here we have by minutes. I'll kind of detail. So for making easier for the minutes, which minute is less? For example, in here we have 51 and 8, so the 8 is less. So remove the 8, we will take it back later. It's gonna be 6, right? 6 to 19, 51. 6 to 19, 13 hours. 51, it means 13 hours and 51 minutes, right? But we remove these 8 minutes, we have to get it back and minus from the 51. 51 minus 8, 43 minutes. We had 13 hours 51 minutes minus 8, it's gonna be 13 hours 43 minutes. So you can easily find the length of the day. It means just by finding the hours and the minutes between the sunrise to the from the sunrise to the sunset, from the sunrise to the sunset, this is going to be the length of the day. The others are the same. But in here, for example, we have 6:45 to 19:06 minutes. Which one is less? 6 is less, right? That one is 45, that one is 6. So remove the 6, then find it out from 6:45 to 19. Then you can get back the 6 and arrange it. So this part is important, guys. That one just for finding the length of the day. Just by subtracting, you can find it. So we can adapt to the different seasons by changing the types of the clothes that we wear, right? So we are just wearing different types of clothes, sometimes thick clothes, sometimes thin or something, according to the seasons, right? But what about the animals and plants? How do they adapt? How do they live? How do they arrange? How do they deal with these environments, these different seasons? So, how do animals and plants adapt? Let's see. So, the plant leaves are green because they contain a green substance called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll makes the leaves green and produces food for the plant. It means the chlorophyll has two functions, two jobs. What are they? They are going to make the the leaves green, and they are going to produce food for the plant. Both of them. Chlorophyll will do these two things. One, making the leaves green. Other one is producing food. The two functions of the chlorophyll is making the leaves green and producing food for the plant. What is chlorophyll now? Chlorophyll is a green substance inside the leaves. What's chlorophyll? Is a green substance inside the leaves. And what are they doing? They are making the leaves green and produce food for the plants. So what chlorophyll is important, so you have to know chlorophyll is a green substance inside the leaves that make the leaves, you see, it's so easy, it said green substance, right? So of course, if it's green substance, it's gonna make the leaves green, not yellow, you know. So not white, not black, 100%, because it's green substance. It makes the leaves green, but you have to know it has another function, which is producing food. It makes food. So by what? How they make food? By sunlight. We have studied in the other classes, of course, photosynthesis. We said that they will take the sunlight from, the sun. They will take the light from the sun, the energy. Then they will change it to food. So let's see. Let's see what are going to happen during the seasons. Let's gonna start from the autumn. In the autumn, what's gonna happen to the leaves, the plants? So the days become shorter. You know that autumn is after summer. During the summer, the days are longer, right? When the summer is going to change to autumn, you say, it's a circle. Summer, autumn, winter, spring, summer, again come back to autumn, spring. You see, winter, spring. So it's a circle. From summer, because the days are longer in summer, so it's gonna change to autumn. So the days is gonna get shorter and shorter continuously. The days became shorter. So that's why because of having shorter day, there will be less sunlight when the day is gonna get shorter. For example, if we have 15 hours sunlight, and another time we have a 12 hours sunlight, which one is more? Of course 15. In which one we can get more sunlight? Of course in 15. So in summer, because the days are longer, it means taking the sunlight is more. In autumn, because the days are going to become shorter, it will take less sunlight. The plants. So the days are going to become shorter during the autumn, and there will be less sunlight because the day is shorter. Will not less, which is less than enough, but it means less than summer. And the leaves are no longer able to produce food. None amount of the food. It means not enough food like the summer, not much food like summer, because in summer the days were longer, and we had more sunlight. We could produce. The plants could produce more food than autumn. Why? Because in summer there were more sunlight. It would take more energy to make more food. In autumn, because less sunlight, it will take less energy, less food. So, and something is very important gonna happen in autumn. What is this? The chlorophyll breaks down and the leaves turn yellow. We said chlorophyll is a green substance, make the leaves green, right? It means whenever we have chlorophyll, the leaves will be green. When the chlorophyll dies, so directly the colors of the color of the leaves are going to change. It's not only yellow, actually. I have mentioned yellow here. It can be brown, red. So let's see. This is very important. In autumn, the chlorophyll will break down. The chlorophyll will break down, and the leaves turn yellow or red, or in here we have it like kind of orange. You see? So you have to know this point, which is very, very important. Which season the chlorophyll is going to die? In autumn. And what's gonna happen in autumn when the chlorophyll die? So when the chlorophyll breaks down, something is very important gonna happen. The green color of the leaves are going to change. The green color of the leaves is going to change to yellow or brown or red or something like this, or orange. So chlorophyll breaks down in autumn and the leaves turn yellow. We can say yellow. So that was about autumn. Now let's go for the winter. In winter, the trees have no leaves. If you look at this part, you see there is no leaf on the plants. Guys, when we say there is no leaf, we don't say about in winter there is no leaf in for any other kind of the plants. These are special for some types of the plants. We have some plants that they have leaves continuously for whole the year. but some the other plants that they are, the leaves are dying, they are going to renew, we are talking about those kind of plants. So during winter there is no leaf. So what happened in autumn? What happened? We said in autumn the chlorophyll breaks down, the leaves changed and turn to yellow. What about winter? The winter there is no leaf. Of course, when the chlorophyll down and turn to yellow, the leaves are going to fall off because the chlorophyll has been dead. That's why there is no food, so the leaf will die. So it will fall off. So when during autumn the chlorophyll breaks down and it will turn yellow and fall off, so continuously until it arrive winter. When it's gonna be winter, there's no leaf. You see, these leaves are going to fall off until it's gonna be winter. When it's gonna be winter, there is no leaf, and it's dormant or sleeping. We know during winter it's too cold, the plants and the animals have to sleep for a long time, or we can say taking a rest, or we can say arranging, adapting with the cold environment to survive. So, and these two points are very important. Chlorophyll breaks down in autumn. Chlorophyll breaks down, the leaves turn yellow and they are going to fall off continuously. They are dying. In winter, there is no leaf on the trees have no leaves. What about spring? In here we don't have spring. You see autumn, winter, summer. We don't have spring. Spring must be here between winter and summer. So the days begin to warm up. The winter is very cold. So after finishing this cold weather, so the weather is going to change to warm up, right? So what happened to the plants? So we see leaf buds on the branch. Okay. So on the branch, we see the leaf buds. Maybe you have detected before. Just you have seen it, of course, the small leaf buds on the branch. So you can just easily see these leaf buds after some days they are continuously growing. Suddenly you see it's gonna be a leaf, right? So before being a leaf, this is called leaf bud. It's like kind of circle, small thing, small green thing on the branch. So this small thing, we call this leaf buds. When will we see this? In spring. In spring we have leaf buds on the branch that they are going to try to change to the leaf. What about summer, the last one? The trees are covered in green leaves. You see, in summer. If someone tells you that in which season the trees covered with green leaf, maybe you say spring. Oh, the grasses are green. You see, everything is growing in spring. No, in spring they are starting. But if you say completely covered with green, the plants, it will be summer. After summer, it's gonna come back to autumn and start to fall off, and changing colors, chlorophyll will break down. You see, so it means, guys, this is a circle like that. In autumn chlorophyll breaks down, changing to yellow and fall off. Then in winter there is no leaf. In summer leaf buds appear on the branch. In spring, in summer covered with green leaves. Then come back to the first step again. In after summer we have autumn. Chlorophyll breaks down and leaves will turn to yellow and fall off. In winter there is no leaf. Then spring, leaf buds appear. In summer completely will be green. Come back to the first step. You see, it's a circle, guys. It's a circle. So chlorophyll breaks down, the leaves going to turn to yellow and fall off. Then when they fall off, in winter there is no leaf. In spring the leaf buds start to appear on the branch. In summer they will cover with the green. Again, come back to autumn. Chlorophyll breaks down. You see, it's gonna continue like that forever. So these are the important things. One, in autumn chlorophyll breaks down and turn the colors to yellow and fall off. The leaves are gonna fall. In winter there is no leaf. Or in winter the plants have no leaf. The trees have no leaves. In the spring, we see the leaf buds on the branch. You see some points, green points. In summer, covered with green leaves. So, and we have something else. That was about, and guys, if you look at this part, we said that. We said, how do animals and plants adapt? That was about the plants. What happened during changing seasons? These things. What about animals? Animals use uh, two main ways of adapting to to survive. Okay, if they want to survive, if they want to live, continue of their living, they have to use these two ways. For in winter, when the where in winter, and sometimes when they cannot find food, we can say this. Not only just we can see just winter, just winter. We have hibernation and migration. So migration, it is when animals travel long distance. So a long distance to find food and stay alive. These animals in here we have it, wild bears or Siberian or birds or whatever else, any other kind of animals. When they are moving from one place to another place, not a short distance, a very long distance from one part of the earth to the other part. I'm talking about like that, not a small part from one city to another. In this place of the earth, there is not enough food for them, so they are going to migrate, they are going to travel, they are going to go to another place which there is rain and new grass are there, new food are going to be foods are going to be there. So that's called migration. Migration is when animals travel for a long distance for what? For finding food, to stay alive. Guys, this is important. You have to know what's the main reason of migration. It's for finding food. Okay? The main reason of migration is to find food, to stay alive. What about hibernation? It's when animals rest for a long time to save energy during cold weather. So, when the weather is going to be very cold, like in winter, they cannot survive in this cold place and they don't have enough place. Every maybe all most of the place will be snow. They cannot find food. What are they going to do? They are going to sleep for a long time. During the other seasons, they are going to collect some food in their place. So they are going to sleep for a long time. This rest means sleeping. Sleeping, dormant state, sleeping for a long time for saving energy. Why? If they go out, they will lose energy, right? They are moving, they are running, they are jumping, they are losing energy. That's why they will just sleep. When they get hungry, they will wake up and they will eat something. Then they will sleep again. By this way, they are not going to use much energy. So it means migration is when animals travel for a long distance for finding food to stay alive when there is not enough food. Hibernation is when animals sleep for a long distance. Sleep for a long time, for a long period. Okay, so that's the difference between them. Migration, the animals travel for a long distance to find food. Hibernation is when animals sleep for a long time. So, but we have to know this. Some things are going to happen to the animal's body during hibernation. When they are hibernating, when they are sleeping for a long distance, when they are not going to use much energy, what's going to happen to their body? Their heart rate slows down. Their heart rate. Their breathing slows down because they are not moving too much. They don't need to, very fast breathing or very fast heart rating, sending blood continuously. They are not active. They are just sleeping. So their heart rate slows down. Their breathing will slow down too, and also the temperature goes down. So of course they are for dealing with the situation because it's winter. It's too cold. The temperature goes down to deal with the environment. So until now we have two adaptations: hibernation, migration. Migration is when animals travel for a long distance to find food to stay alive. Hibernation is when animals sleep for a long time during the winter. And what happened to the animal's body during hibernation? These three things. One, their heart rate slows down. They don't need to send blood continuously like an active day. Their breathing slows down. They don't need oxygen like a normal day because they are not moving too much. They don't need that much oxygen. Number three, temperature goes down because it's cold weather. The temperature must go down to deal with the environment. That was the today's lesson. I hope you understand everything. If you have any things, you can just write in the comment. I'm gonna answer you. Best wishes.